everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of
My First Time.
oh boy, when you last saw us, we were already living in a different world thanks to the COVID-19 quarantine. And since then, a revolution has essentially started and is still in progress. I'm happy to say things have, it's still moving, but things have calmed down. But in our efforts to educate ourselves for my first time, we are watching a movie called Selma. What do you want to tell them about Selma?
Before I remember watching it, and actually watched it with my mom. It's basically the story of Martin Luther King as he walked in Selma for his March protest.
All right, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to this.
There was never really a Martin Luther King movie before this movie. Ava DuVernay did a great job.
All right.
And I'm excited for you to see for
my first time.
Selma.
You need to watch Selma.
Exactly. And forget about spoilers because this is history.
It is history.
And if we don't learn from history, we are what?
Doomed to repeat it like we're doing right now. I'm so glad that at the end of the movie, this is not a spoiler, but at the end of the movie they show a lot of the characters from the movie and they give a good text about what happened to them after these events of the civil rights movement. I'm glad that happened. Taught me a few new things. Selma, directed by Ava DuVernay. I saw a buddy of mine in it.
Oh, yeah.
And Tessa Thompson's in it. I didn't know she was going to be in it.
Yeah.
I've sort of worked with her.
Oh, nice.
No big deal. On Apple Podcasts, you can download The Left-Right Game, starring Tessa Thompson. You'll hear me in episode 3.
George Wallace, played by Tim Roth.
He's right there in living color, being a full-on villain.
LBJ, played by
Tom Wilkinson.
LBJ, played by Tom Wilkinson.
Chandler, playing one of his White House staffers.
Giovanni Ribisi. And we also got Common, the rapper
Common
and actor.
Was in there, yeah.
Yeah, did a great job. I guess, again, one of the biggest names in this movie, playing a very small part, Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget that Oprah was in this? That's how good the movie is. It's got so much that you need to see, learn about, absorb. You're going to forget that Oprah's in the movie.
Exactly.
She might be the first person shown in the movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Movie definitely worth watching because...
Absolutely.
Here's the funny thing. This historical part of our history in the United States, and then I bet you a lot of people don't know what Selma is really about.
I guarantee that they don't.
Yeah. They're like, okay, it was civil rights movement, but for what? What was the purpose?
Right. What was the purpose? What were the actions?
Yeah. And then of course, they had the 4 girls who unfortunately...
Yeah.
The tragedy.
Like, I knew that story might be worked in. I didn't know it was going to be worked in the first 10 minutes. That was very alarming.
Yeah. Steve, you talked about some of the things that you didn't know. What were some surprising aspects that you learned about this movie that you were like, oh, I didn't know that?
Well, I really don't remember that Governor George Wallace had an assassination attempt on his life in the 70s.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing about that at all. I thought I knew about all the assassination attempts in American history, baby.
Yeah.
It's about everybody versus racism.
Exactly.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Racism is a poison.
You could say that again.
But it can be cured. Because, fun fact, you talked about George Wallace. George Wallace, later in life, renounced his segregated ways and admitted to the fact that he was wrong.
Governor George Wallace of Alabama did that?
Sure did. So if he can do it...
Wow.
Billy Bob, who hates a certain person based on their color, that is achievable. If one of the biggest racists in American history can do it...
Anybody can do it. Wow.
Exactly.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna walk out of here with a little more hope. My first time.
That was Selma. Please watch it. It's available now for free on Amazon Prime and I believe YouTube as well.